Hey, Scorps. Thought the camera was supposed to act 20 pounds. But now, हाथ अगरबत्ती पैर मोमबत्ती. Eh, for all those who don't know the language, language don't count. Scorpio, language don't matter. Language don't matter. Go with the feeling of the words. Language ceases to exist. It just does, right? It just does. I saged I saged the deck. I set intentions for you. This will be your reading for August 2021. Don't get your stingers out just yet. Makes sense to do your reading at night. You nocturnal creesh. Makes sense, right? All right, let's do your reading. All right. We start with participation. The glare. Oh, the glare. Okay. I'm going to try. It says participation. Not wearing my specs, so I'm going to hold this card up close. Wow. Look at how many hands are on that table. Look at that. You know how that saying goes, Scorpio? You might want somebody's life till they show their hands, till you see the cards in their hands. And then you're like, hey, I got a poor hand myself, but you know what? I can do bad all by myself. Mine's better. Thanks. I can manage mine. Right, Scorpio? I can manage mine. I could probably not manage yours. I thought my life was pathetic. I don't want to be in your shoes. Is that what you're saying, Scorpio? Is that how you're feeling? Have you seen some hands? Have you seen them? Participation is your first card. Okay. It's good at night, isn't it? Except for the occasional dog barks. You'll be in the clear. So your first card out is participation. Teamwork, obviously. Teamwork makes the dream work. Why would I say something as cliched as that? You'll see. You'll see. Next up. Creativity. 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 Oh my god. The ring light is bothersome, obviously, but we gotta manage somehow, don't we? I'm tugging it. I'm tugging it big time. I am. Alright, so it's creativity. There's a woman with stars on her head. Stars, a lot of stars on her head. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it. There's stars on her head, there's a lotus. And Scorpio, this is, she's hearkening at the moon. Do you see? She's hearkening, and that's the word I'm going to use, hearkening at the moon. Because her hands are not actually held up in a prayer. Okay, one of her hand is softly touching that lotus, and the other is up towards the moon. It's like she's showing the lotus the moon, kind of. Yeah. These are real colorful cards. Creativity. Yep. And there's a lotus that's yet to bloom. There's a lotus that's yet to bloom. It's right here. Yep. see? You see this? Yeah. Next up. Oh, by the way, creativity came in reverse. Creativity came in reverse. And so did harmony. Do you see harmony? You see the dolphins? The dolphins are coming out of this person's heart space. The heart space is the space in between, right there, the center of your chest. That's where the heart space is. That's the heart chakra. You see the dolphins emerging from the heart chakra and coming out of you, going up, and coming in to the third eye. Do you see it? The third eye? Yeah, good. In reverse, by the way. In reverse. So is the card, the dream. It's in reverse. The dream came in reverse. I'm going to let you look at this card. Okay? It's a card of a person watching two people from afar. I don't do love and relationships. I don't. Okay? Nothing personal. I believe in love. I am love. The pull, pull, pull. Pull, 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 girl, pull, girl. Look at her. In tatters. Do you get the sense of homelessness from her? And she's watching the king and queen, isn't she? Oh, okay. That's the dream. The dream is in tatters, just like her clothes. Dream is in tatters, okay? Because it's in reverse. The dream is in. I don't know. We will come to it. I'm saying that the dream is in tatters, but we'll see. Okay, next up. Clinging to the past. Oh. Clinging to the past. Card number 5. Clinging to the past. Look at that. A box full of memories. She's wearing it on her head. Her head's completely disappeared into this box of memories. Scorpio. Alright. Came in reverse, by the way. Clinging to the past. It came in reverse. If any card should fall in reverse, this is the one you want? One of those cards, right? And then we got a bunch of cards that we're going to come to. We're going to come to them. Okay? We will. Scorpio, what is it about August? Okay? I don't understand what is it about August. Because we all are harvesting. We all are changing. We all are accepting something new. Something huge. Change within. Alright, let's start your reading, Scorpio. So the first card is participation. Card number 4, participation. Let's see what the description of this card would say. Okay, if we were to ask, if we were to see, what is participation? What does it mean? Participation, participation, participation. All right. I do not like the grammar much on this, but I'm not here to correct anything. Okay, so this fits. Have you ever seen night going? Very few people even become aware of things which are happening every day. Have you ever seen the evening coming? You see, all right. Have you ever seen the evening approach? The midnight and its song, the sunrise and its beauty? We are behaving almost like blind people. In such a beautiful world, we are living in small ponds of our own misery. It is familiar, so even if somebody wants to pull you out, you struggle. You don't want to be pulled out of your misery, of your suffering. Otherwise, there is so much joy all around. You have just to be aware of it and to become a participant, not a spectator. Philosophy is speculation. Zen is participation. Participate in the night leaving, participate in the evening that approaches, participate in the stars and participate in the clouds. Make participation your lifestyle, and the whole existence becomes such a joy, such an ecstasy. You could not have dreamed of a better universe. This is your G spot, isn't it, Scorpio? This is where you need to be in participation. There's a thing which draws people to people, intellect, right? Intellect is a thing to make conversations with, right? And then you put it on the shelf and you move about your day, your routine, because there's intellect and then there's life. What does that mean? Your intellect is just good enough for conversations, Scorpio? Is that it? Did you gather all this knowledge just to talk to people? I'm just looking for some like minded individuals. Ah, okay. What happens when you don't get those like minded individuals who will put their hands on the table and say, yeah, okay? What happens? What happens to the intellect? It's going to die a quick death, right? Because the intellect needs practice. The intellect is being formed just to socially engage, right? Social engagement. Social engagement, yeah? Social engagement, right? Participation. But what did we just read? Scorpio, what did we just read in that book? It was talking about joy. Joy doesn't come from intellect. Intellect can kill joy. Intellect can make you feel detached. Why? Because knowledge is the death of wisdom. Next up, creativity. It's in reverse. Ah, come on. Intellect gives rise to arrogance. Arrogance will stop you from getting to wisdom. It will keep you in knowledge, knowledge only. In Buddhism, it's called the voice hearers. The voice hearers, the one who gain knowledge, to then arrogantly share it with others. Just blind knowledge, no wisdom. If there's arrogance, there is no wisdom to be had. Because you know what wisdom is? Wisdom is beyond age, beyond experience, beyond accomplishments, beyond all of that. I don't know, if you socially engaged, if you are truly socially engaged, you'll be surprised, you'll be shocked actually to hear the words coming out of people's mouths who you don't expect, uh, you don't expect them to say such, to have such, they're so wise. You're like, how so? Yeah, you don't look like you come from money. You're selling, you're hawking vegetables, you're hawking stuff in the streets, but you're wise. You're a 6-year-old on the streets, but you're wise. You've just been born. It's only been a decade on earth, and you're wise. You're wiser than I would be at your age, than I would ever even think of being at your age. Have you met those people, Scorpio? Have you ever come across these people? You know then that wisdom's not the same as knowledge. Knowledge is theory. Intellect can be so theoretical when used, uh, when gathered for a social setting, to make a conversation, to have topics to speak on, to show something that's just theory. It's not integrated, is it? Otherwise, you wouldn't go back to you wouldn't put that in a shelf, on a shelf, and just keep walking, keep doing your, like, this is reality and that's intellect, okay? That's intellect. I'll bring it out when we have guests over. I'll bring it out when I'm at my workplace. I'll bring it out when I'm trying to impress someone, right? But then I'm gonna go back to whoever I was, whoever I truly am. Scorpio, you want to cross the distance between knowledge and wisdom? You don't need to drop the arrogance. The arrogance will go away on its own. You just need to participate, not just with people. True participation means your arrogance will go away anyway. Anyway, try and connect with somebody, anybody. Go out tomorrow. Try and connect with the first person you see, the first person you have to engage with. Try and connect with them. Try and relate with them. The arrogance will drop off. The arrogance will have to be dropped off, because arrogance is what? Discrimination. Discrimination it kills creativity. It kills creativity, isn't it? Discrimination against yourself, discrimination against others. It kills creativity. Arrogance gives rise to discrimination. Obviously, arrogance will come in when you feel like nobody gets you, right? Because of your intellect, because of all the things that you have thought of by yourself, because of all the books that you have read, because of the skills that you have under your bed. Is that it, Scorpio? Creativity is going to go away. It's going to die a natural death, because for creativity to flow, you gotta be connected, connected with life. You're alive, aren't you, Scorpio? Or are you playing dead? Are you the death? Are you the death card? Are you truly being death? You know what you're stopping? You're stopping harmony at all levels, aren't you? Look at this. This person's expression says all, says it, says it all. What won't Scorpio give to just have this expression naturally come across the face? What wouldn't Scorpio give? Scorpio, you forgot what participation is, right? You just forgot completely, didn't you? Was this the pandemic? No, no, it wasn't the pandemic. It wasn't the pandemic. The pandemic brought out, uh, or rather, underlined all that was already pre existing within. When did it begin? The participation, the backing off? When did it begin? You're trying though. Because this card is upright, which means you're trying. You're connecting with the moon, you're connecting with the sun, you're connecting with air, you're connecting with the grass, you're connecting with life. You're trying, Scorpio, you're trying. You're trying to come back in connection with family, maybe, close friends, maybe, right, Scorpio? Are you doing it? Listen, this is going to be for the entire Scorpio spectrum. Next up, creativity. You still feel like your creativity is repressed, right? It's the beginning. You just have started to come out of your shell again. It's almost forceful what you're doing. You don't want to do it. It's like you're being forced to do it. I don't think it's a person that's forcing you. I don't think it's even yourself that's forcing you. It's the energies, isn't it? Changes in the air. You know others are doing something, even if it's not actions that you would call in the physical world as, like, hey, they moved, or uh, they got a job, or this person's getting married, and that person's heading to the court. There's change all around you, isn't there, Scorpio? So participation somehow is necessary, right? Scorpio, you know that friends and compadres and family, they like to confer with you, right? They confer before making major leaps of faith, before making these decisions, especially professional decisions, Scorpio. Although you're a water sign, you're a water sign, but they still ask you, why? Why are they asking you for professional stuff? Because you will bring the emotions in, or you will know where to cancel those emotions out. You're going to let them know when to participate and when to just be intellectual, right? But your creativity is still, it's not completely blocked, by the way. It is not. It is not, because you're thinking about it. And when Scorpio starts thinking about something, it's going to move. It's just going to move. Scorpio doesn't like to think so much. It's like, the hell with it. The hell with it. And get up and, yeah. If Scorpio starts to focus on an area of their life, it starts to move. It starts to move. It just moves, right? The harmony is not there because Scorpio, intellect is such a dry thing to have, right? Scorpio, you're water, right? You know intellect is dry. It will stop this the creativity juices from flowing. Wouldn't it? It would. And without creativity, it's just dry. There's no harmony. The dolphins are not coming out of your heart space, going up around your head and entering through your third eye. Can't do that. Can't do that. If the heart space blocked, the dolphins cannot get out. How? Do you even remember the dolphins? Do you feel the dolphin energy? When was the last time you felt the dolphin energy? The fun, the love, the zest. When was it, Scorpio? Because it's out now. The dream, Scorpio. Oh, I mean, this is so apparent. This is so in your face. I can't even ignore it and say, I don't do love and relationships. I don't. I go to other tarot readers. I do. They are aligned with it. But it's come out, so it's got to be said. The dream. Card number 6. It says it all, doesn't it, Scorpio? It says it all. The dream of being this, but ending up being this. The dream of being this, right? The power couple. The yin and the yang. The yin and the yang, the yin and the yang. Instead, you do not have participation. So obviously, even if something of value was there, you didn't see it. You didn't see the value. It's gone now. See, dream has its own value. Imagination is something you can only have while you're alive, while you have a magnetic field to gather your thoughts that would form a decision. Imagination, dreams, all of this you can only have while you have a body and a magnetic field to keep it all intact. Imagination is so important. Dream. Wow. Have you stopped dreaming, Scorpio? Have you stopped dreaming? Is that it? I mean, have you withdrawn so far, so far back, that not just are you not participating in your with your environment, it's like the creative juices are not going to flow. There is no harmony, and you, even when you're sleeping, there's no dream, or there's a nightmare. Oh, okay. This can also mean you lost 2 people. You lost 2 people. Scorpio, if you lost your parents, I'm sorry. If you lost a couple you looked up to, I'm sorry. Your lack of participation means you didn't see. You didn't see the real value while they, well, you know what? Stop beating yourself up, because if that's the case, then everybody would stop fighting. Everybody would stop fighting. I said this, I've said this multiple times to people in my life, that If I were to die in a week's time, I want you to be very clear on where you stood with me. And I don't want to leave you with a bad memory. I don't. That's a dream killer, isn't it? That's a nightmare reborn. That's a nightmare. That's the worst. Regret is a soul killer, right? Yeah, regret is a soul killer. Of course, of course, of course. But we got many souls. We are made up of more dead people than we can imagine. More dead than alive people in our field, okay? Hmm. It's the dead that attract the living, you know? It's not the other way around. It's the dead. All right. But the best part is the reading just switches from here onwards, just completely switches. That is why I say, what is up with August? What is the deal with August? Look at this card. It's in reverse, clinging to the past. You're no longer clinging to the past, or actually, this is what you want. This is what you want the most. Why? Because the dreams ended. The dream's gone. Whether it was to be a part of the power couple, whether it was to give a better life to a power couple, whether it was to enjoy their presence while they were there, the dream's gone. But the creativity died long before that, okay? Long before that. Don't think that this is to do with the loss. I don't think so. Please don't think so, Scorpio. It's not. It's not like you first lost the dream. No, you first lost the creativity. First, you stopped participating. You lost your mojo. And as a result, the harmony in your environment, the harmony went up for a toss. Obviously, an individual who's not participating is going to infect the entire environment. I don't understand how people say that I have been in isolation, so I'm not affecting nobody. You just leave me alone, and I won't affect you. You're wrong, Scorpio. Now, you have any idea how big your environment is? Any idea? It can span the whole globe. You think uh, one bad apple, well, let's not say bad apple or stinky fish. No, I'm not gonna say all that. No. But your energy, your field, um, it affects everything. It affects everybody, all the people who know you, who think of you, no matter where they are. And people closest, oh my God. Mm-mm. You could be home alone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Scorpio. You are infecting your environment. You are affecting your environment. How about that? Better word choice. Hmm? So you stopped dreaming, obviously. But I guess you are realizing that you might have to give up on that dream. Even if it was to be with someone else, you're giving up on that dream. You have to. You have to, because it's no longer there, it's no longer valid. It's no longer valid anyway. And you know that clinging to the idea of that past is not going to bring you anything. Anything. This is like the people who bury their head in the sand. You're burying it in a box of memories, and it's killing you. It's, it's sucking whatever life force you had left, if you had any to begin with. 2015, right, Scorpio? Yeah, 2015 happened, Scorpio. Whether you felt it or not. Okay. The portal of 1-1, all right, makes it So exciting. Everybody is like, oh, I want to see 1-1. I'm seeing 1-1. What does that mean? Congratulations. It means that you're going to go through the gateway. Congratulations. Take it with a pinch of salt. In fact, uh, go to the sea and drink some, because it's going to be it's going to burn the skin off you. It is. It's going to singe all your hair. It is. You're not going to die, but you're going to feel the heat. You are. And that scares most people back to wherever they came from, back to their comfort zone immediately. Did you run back to your comfort zone, Scorpio? Did you run home? Hmm? Did 2015 make you run home, Scorpio? Did the destruction that going through the portal will cause too much for you? Did you lose your ground and rushed home? Rushed to familiarity, whatever you call familiarity. Did you really think that would bring you comfort, that would bring you some sort of stability, some sense of, oh, at least this part's not changed. At least I still have this. I still have my family. I still have a home. When you go through the portal, it literally is a start from zero. And it's exciting to the intellect. It's exciting to the intellect, yes. But other than that, it's terrible on the body. It's terrible on the heart. And the mind's just shot. The mind's shot to pieces. 2015. What did you see leave your life from 2015 onwards? What all left your life? I can call out and say almost everything. Everything that you had created by that time, but with your own hands, whatever you created, whatever you thought you needed to build, whatever you thought you felt that life was all about, you created it, and you were going through it. Yeah, you were maintaining it, and then 2015 happened, and what came first, the chicken or the egg? Did you just let go of things, or just did the things just slip out of your hands? It was so natural, it was so organic, and it was so scary at the same time, and exciting. Exciting to the intellect because you got new things to talk about with people, right? Yeah. But there is a distance between intellect and wisdom, right? You need to travel that. That's the journey of the 1-1, the portal, the gateway that was opened up for all of humanity in 2015. You felt lucky, didn't you? You felt chosen. While going through all this, you felt chosen. You felt for the first time you were looking at life with a different set of eyes. That's what happened, Scorpio. But you withdrew immediately, and I don't blame you. Most would. Most people I know did. They did. They bent over. They were like, too much. I'm. I need. I need safety. I need to feel secure. I feel so unstable. I feel like I'm floating. I feel like I have no more earthing, no more grounding. Right? I'm swimming in emotions. At the same time, I feel nothing. Nothing. I'm saying yes to things that I feel nothing for. Is that right, Scorpio? You said yes to things that um that didn't suit the person who's about to go through the portal, right? You refused to go through the portal. You refused to go all the way in. You did. There's nothing wrong with going back to familiar ground. There's something very wrong about thinking you're so lucky you need to just you're so lucky, you're so not even lucky, you are chosen, Scorpio. Huh? You're the chosen one, right? You're not lucky, you're the chosen one, right? The hand of God is on you. Is that it, Scorpio? The next card is Thunderbolt. I was showing you this card because I was talking about a higher power, that you thought that you've been chosen by a higher power, right? 2015 felt like you had new eyes. You were looking at all the decisions you have made so far in your life and say, nah, I don't resonate with those anymore. That was the Thunderbolt. Now there is another Thunderbolt. This is the Thunderbolt that comes after destruction. I know what I said. This is the tower. Do you see it? This is the tower. Do you see the couple, the two bodies falling off? I'll not say couple again. The two bodies falling off. There's the destruction, the tower that happened. This is so important though. I'm getting a sense of something real awesome about the star. Not the loss. I'm not talking about the human losses. I'm not talking about the loss of love or the loss of imagination or creativity or the juices of all of life, the harmony. I'm not talking about that, Scorpio. It's like the thunderbolt put every part of you on fire. It has put all the chakras, it has lit up all the chakras on fire. You see it? All of them are on fire. And what comes after Tar? Hmm? You're letting go, Scorpio. This card came up right. You're letting go. What are you letting go of? Scorpio, you're finally coming in alignment. You're letting go of stress. You're deciding to live moment to moment, and that is the rebirth that you were looking for. Moment to moment. Moment to moment. You know why? The loss was so huge. Now all you can do is live moment to moment. Just that. The loss is deep. When the loss is so deep, right, that you can't even get out of bed at first, right? When the whole deconstruct happens, when everything's on fire, everything that you call familiar is also on fire now. It's also gone now. The stress of clinging to the past, you gotta let that go, right? You gotta let that go. You know you gotta let that go, but you cannot force it. Scorpio, you cannot force yourself to dream. You cannot force yourself to let go. You cannot force yourself to let go of the stress. You cannot force yourself to stop clinging to the past. You can't stop any of it, can you? No, you can't force it. You can't force yourself. Okay. This is a shake up, a major shake up, a major shake up. This is not about the Tower of loss. This comes after the loss. This tower, Scorpio, for your reading is after the loss. It is after the loss of all you held familiar everywhere. This is after the loss that you realize that you can't cling to whatever ideas you had about your life anymore. You cannot make those plans anymore. You probably don't have anybody to prove yourself to anymore if you have lost both your parents. Again, really sorry. All right. But this gives you hope, isn't it? Don't feel hope. Don't feel hope. Don't feel hope. Such a strange thing to say to a Scorpio. But by saying that don't feel hope, I'm saying don't grow complacent. Don't say that, yeah, okay, I've changed and that's it. Nah, it will take a long time for you to start rebuilding again, because right now you're going to go moment to moment, and maybe that's what you needed to do from the beginning. That's what you needed to do in 2015. It wasn't a sign that you were chosen, it was a sign that go moment to moment, go moment to moment only. Do not make plans, do not. They are nothing but uh, a version of the old you. Those plans are still a version of the old you. For the new you to emerge, you gotta first go through the portal. And yeah, 11, number 11. Number 11 isn't just creation for creation first. Everything needs to be deconstructed. And the deconstruction is the scariest part. Scariest. When you start seeing those numbers 11, 11 and 1, 1 and whatever, okay, it means, yes, it means that you're on the right track, but the delay is still on you. How long it takes for you to get through the gate, and what will it take for you to finally say, yeah, okay, finally I'm gonna start. I That's what happened, didn't it, Scorpio? Did 2015 make you feel like things are supposed to just fall on your lap? Did it? Because that's the opposite of 11. That's the opposite of the portal. The portal is establishing free will. Do you understand that, Scorpio? It's the establishment of your free will, not the other way around. How do you establish free will? I think you're finding that out. You're finally finding that out, aren't you? You are. You are. You're no longer clinging to the past. At least you know that you are no longer going to cling to the past. And Scorpio, just like I said before, when a Scorpio starts to think in a particular direction, it starts moving. It does. Because Scorpio is going to be like, the hell with it. The hell with it. The hell with it. The hell with it. Scorpio. And you're going to jump off. And it's not a restless jump. It's not restlessness that's going to make you walk from one end of the space to another end of the space and then walk to and fro, to and fro, to and fro. Nah. You don't have a plan of where you're going. You're taking it moment to moment. The loss is severe. It has to be moment to moment. You're checking with yourself. Am I still alive? Am I feeling? Am I existing? Or am I zoomed out? Not zoomed out, zoned out. Sorry, zoned out. And not in a nice way, obviously. It's the look of, it's the one that, It's when you're looking at the horizon. It's like when you are looking at some point, even with people around you talking, you're just looking at some point. You're not really looking. You're zoned out, but you're not happy zoned out. You're not happy. You're not wearing this expression. Of course, you're not. Scorpio, you're letting go of the past. That's pretty clear. You're letting go. You're letting go of your expectations. You're letting go. You're finally the thought that yes, yeah. You're a miracle baby. You have miracles coming your way. You're just so protected. You're letting go of that. You're letting go. You finally realize. You finally understand that if it's happened to anyone, it can happen to you. If it's happening anywhere in the world, it can happen to you. For something to stop happening to you, it has to stop everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world, Scorpio. Do you get that? Do you? There is no such thing called privilege anymore, Scorpio. Not in the old world. The old world's dead. It's not going to sustain any more privileges for anybody. Do you see it or don't you see it? Hmm? Who's privileged in this world right now? Who? Give me one name. Give me one name of a person who to you feels like, yeah, they're doing well. In the old world, they're following the old patterns of money, religion, politics, war, who are upholding these social systems and are privileged still. Huh? The old world's dead. And the acceleration is just, it's not an acceleration. This was already dead. The old world's dead. All these systems, they are dead. All you're doing is upholding systems that are dead. Dead. And when you uphold systems that are dead, you die with them. You die along with them. You die with the old world. That's what happens. You gotta let go, don't you? You gotta let go of that perception that you're privileged, perception that you are the chosen one, perception that things will fall in your lap, perception that you are protected, that you and yours are protected. Because no matter how many times you have faced loss, you always had this layer of protection that's now been taken away from you. The familiar ground that you could always come back to, it's taken away from you, Scorpio. But the best part is you are letting go of it. You're finally walking through the portal, aren't you, Scorpio? You don't feel it. Doesn't feel like it, does it? That's 11. That's the gateway. The tower, letting go. You're letting go of stress. You're letting go of stress. Because stress is the weight of expectations. What expectations do you got anymore? Huh? Who's expecting what from you anymore? Who's there to expect things from you anymore? Who's there? You lost the power couple. You lost being a part of a power couple. You lost all of it in one go. The weight of expectations all just gone. Isn't it? Gone in the worst way possible. Gone. Do you understand that? If you, this is what it takes to go through the portal. Not the loss. No. Don't think that the loss happened so that you could go through the portal. Again, you're not special. You're not that special. Don't stop thinking like that. Stop connecting dots in your head to make yourself feel special, to make yourself feel like, yeah, it's all happened for me. So I will move. You know that it cannot be that. You finally are trying to, are accepting it, that things don't happen around you for you the way you imagine them to be. 2015 happened to many. You didn't walk through the portal. You ran back to the familiar. Then you got scared. You got scared. You immediately got scared. You started making decisions like the old you. Immediately you went back to like, no, I can't do this. Too much too soon. But the portal, it didn't create all this loss so you can go through it. The loss has happened. Now you're going through it, and you're not going through it consciously. It's just happening. It's just happening because first you strip off all the expectations, and you couldn't do that. Not in the right way. Not in the right way. You just stopped participating. You thought that that's the weight of expectations. Those are the weight of expectations. So many hands on that table. So many asking you. Those are the expectations you needed to drop. Expectations from yourself. The expectation from the self is that the self will remain, the rest will fall through, the rest will be burned off, the rest will be singed off when you walk through the portal, when you walk through the gate, Scorpio. This some of the details are they are for some of you, right, Scorpio, but the lesson is for the entire Scorpio spectrum. Do you understand? You didn't have to suffer a major loss, but you now understand that what would it take to go through the portal. The expectation is that you will live moment to moment because this is a rebirth, right? This is a rebirth. It's the card of 10, completion. This is a rebirth. This is, and you're living moment to moment. Congratulations, Scorpio. I know I shouldn't be saying congratulations, but congratulations. Congratulations. Take care, Scorpio. This is your reading for August 2021.